Christelle, if you don't leave this room, I'm going to use my gun on you. I'm going to use my gun on you. I'm like, whatever, do it. I'm sick and tired of this life. Even go ahead and do it. I went straight to the window. I'm like, I can throw myself from here, because we were like at the 4th floor. I'm like, I'm ready to throw myself down. Okay, I've gone. Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and if it's your first time here, you are so welcome. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Thank you. Share this video with your friends, and without wasting any much of your time, let's get into the video. Before I say anything, I don't have anything against the Middle East. This is just me telling the world what I went through working as a maid in the Middle East. Yeah, nothing more. Yeah, so I'm going to be telling you guys how I almost died twice in the Middle East working as a maid. So let's start with the first incident. It all happened like it was during the winter, and we were in the mountains. You know, it got so cold. It was cold outside. Like I could not take it. You know, when it's snowy and I don't know, everywhere is so cold. It's like, how can I say this? It's like you're in a freezer or something. Yeah. So where I was given a space to sleep, it was at the basement. You know, these people, they don't give you a good place to sleep. Maybe you are sleeping in the kitchen, or you are patching somewhere, or you are sleeping where they keep their washing machines and stuff like that. But in my case, I was sleeping in a basement, like in their parking store or something. And actually there was like chauffage on the wall, like a heater, but it wasn't like on all the time. And on this particular day, it was a Sunday, they went for a wedding, and I was home alone there in the basement. I was cold. I mean, the walls were made of stones only, like, you know, these old structures, these old Lebanese structures, like they were made from stones. And I can say inside was the walls inside was actually cemented, but from outside was stones only, and the floor had no cement and stuff like that. So it was so cold, and I was like, what can I do? I wore the thickest pullover I had, and nothing was working. I was like, what can I do? I should, like, where in this room they had like charcoal, and this charcoal they use it to do barbecues on Sundays when they are inviting their, I don't know, they like inviting people over to come and eat. So there was like charcoal around, and I was like, what if I made a fire? Maybe I can sit close to the fire, and maybe my temperature would, I don't know, I might get better, because I was freezing. Like I could not stretch my fingers. I was like, yeah. So nobody was around, and the main switch, because they were like off, the main building was off, and it was locked. There was no way I could get inside. So yeah, I was there. I was like, what if I made a fire and actually heat myself up a bit? So I went there, took the charcoal, went out and used like plastics and made a fire with the charcoal, and brought it inside the room where I was sleeping. So I sat around the charcoal, but like, this was completely my fault. I'm not going to blame them for this. I can only blame them partly for like ignoring the fact that I was there, that maybe they had to like put on the heater before leaving or something, but they didn't. Yeah, so I made the charcoal and I brought the charcoal inside the room, sat around the charcoal for like 20 minutes, and when I felt warm a little, I went and lied on my bed. Yeah, because it was just closed, and the charcoal was burning. Yeah, the window was locked, the door was completely locked, and it's a very small space. I went there, lied on my bed, and I slept. Guys, I slept. So one of the charcoal was, I don't know, maybe it had like wood or something, and it started producing like smoke, a lot of smoke. And I was there sleeping. I did not really know what was happening, so I was sleeping. The only moment I felt something was going wrong was when I had a sharp pain in my brain. I felt a serious pain in my brain, like it was so sharp. So I had to wake up like immediately, and when I woke up I was feeling very dizzy. I felt like I was going to fall, or like I could not walk. Yeah, but I had this sharp pain in my brain. I could not think like what is going on. Yeah, so I woke up, the house was covered with smoke. Guess what? I would say maybe the room ran out of oxygen or something. You know, when the wood burns, it produces like carbon dioxide and something. So there was, since the door and the window was closed, there was no exchange of air, and boom, there was no oxygen in the room. And I think my system was like reacting to it or something. So immediately I woke up, I went straight to the door. Like I could not even walk. I had to creep on the floor and try to open the door. And I opened the door, sat in front of the door for about 5 minutes, and I could see that the pain was going away. Like God saved me. If not because of God, I would have died. Because if I didn't wake up, how can you survive without oxygen? How can you? Immediately I went out and sat outside, and the air was passing. I felt better, and I took the charcoal out. And then I don't know, I aired the room a little before closing everywhere, and I was better. Yeah. So I would say for this I blame myself for being stupid, and I blame them partly for not like improvising, for not providing a heater for me or something. I almost killed myself. Yeah, so that was the first part of the story, and let's move to the next one. The next one happened when I asked for my salary. I had worked for good 6 months. Like I had worked for good 6 months, guys, and it was already like the 7th month, like mid 7 months. Yeah, so I kept asking for my salary. They were like, "We are not going to pay. We'll only pay you when you are going home." Oh God, what did I say? We are not going to pay. We'll pay you when you are going home. I was like, but I need my salary now. There is no way you are going to pay me when I'm going home. So when I started, like, I don't know, will I say, when I started the strike, I was like, I'm not going to work. Okay, I'm not going to work. Do whatever you want to do, but I'm not going to do it. I was so pissed. Why? Because my elder brother, he actually borrowed money from somebody. Yeah, he borrowed money to send me to Lebanon to go and work, so that when I get there, maybe I can send this money and he will refund it to the person. You know, in Africa, people know that moving abroad is like a life-changing something. Not Lebanon, okay? So these people were on his neck, and he was like, Grace, you've been working for a long time over there. It's time you send me something so that I can refund their monies. And I told my boss. He was like, he's not going to pay, and there is nothing I can do about it. That he's only going to pay me at the end of my contract. I'm like, how come? You are supposed to pay me every month. I was even stupid to allow you fool me into paying me every 6 months. You have to pay me this money because my family needs this money. He's like, no way, I'm not going to do it. Okay, so I said, I'm not going to work. I'm not going to work. First, the wife came into where I used to sleep. Yeah, gave me slaps, guys. I'm not lying. God in heaven knows this is the truth, and it's my dream for her to watch this video one day. It's my dream for her to see it. These people are wicked. She got me beaten, threatened to break my phone, a phone I bought with my money, and she was like, if I don't leave the room and come and start doing my chores, she's going to beat the hell out of me. And she actually got me beaten. This is the truth. She slapped me. You know, these people, they depend on their maids so much that they don't do anything. Like, you clean everything is on you. If you sit without working for a single day, the house is a mess, laundry everywhere, plates everywhere. They can't do it. They cannot do it. Yeah, so she was so upset seeing she could not do it and stuff like that. So she came and she got me beaten. Yeah, this is the truth. And I wish you, this woman, you are watching this video. She got me beaten, and I was like, okay, that is the height of it. and they called me a slave, called me all types of names. So when the husband came back, he was like, Christelle, if you don't leave this room, I'm going to use my gun on you. I'm going to use my gun on you. I'm like, whatever, do it. I'm sick and tired of this life. Even go ahead and do it. I went straight to the window. I'm like, I can throw myself from here, because we were like at the 4th floor. I'm like, I'm ready to throw myself down. Okay, I've gone through a lot of stress. I don't know if you guys watched the previous video on my daily routine, what I used to do. I was like, I'm burnt out and you don't want to pay my salary. I don't even care about this life. Do whatever you want to do. Bring the gun. I'm going to shoot myself. I will help you do it. Then he brought the gun from the closet, because they always have like guns in their houses, in some hidden closets or something. He brought the gun and like pointed it on me and was like, I'm going to shoot you. I'm like, do it, and his kids were there watching. I'm sure he did not shoot me because his kids were there, and maybe because of God, because if we were to him, he would have shot me, because he called me a slave. I was like, God knows everything I'm doing. Like, I deserve this money is mine, and you are just trying to cheat me because I have nobody here to help me. He was like, I'm going to shoot you, and whatever, there is nothing you can do. And actually, at the end of the day, he did not. The wife got scared because the wife saw the way he was behaving. You know, these people don't care about black people. They can shoot you right there. I've seen a lot of women being shot by these people. So the wife got scared and she took me to the office, to the agent who brought me to the house, like the agent who connected, who brought me from Cameroon. I don't know, they always have like agents over there that will fetch these girls for them. Yeah, so the wife took me there, and that's how the whole thing ended. Yeah, the Middle East is hell. If you are not strong, don't go there. Don't. My advice.